Okay. Keep us up to date on that one. But now on to the goat story. I want to hear more about the Kingston goats and the need for goat milk. And this comes in the wake of news that a new company is setting up in the city. Tell me all about this.
Well, I got to say, this is quite exciting for Kingston. It goes back to a story I talked about a few weeks ago. A company based in China has announced plans to build a processing plant here, and it'll produce baby formula. Now, besides the fact that there's, of course, a lot of anticipation around new jobs being created, the reason for the excitement is the plant's being touted as the first facility in North America to make baby formula using both cow's milk and goat's milk. The actual building of the facility is scheduled to start at the earliest this spring. A lot of hope for that. But ahead of that, Susan, economic development groups in both the city of Kingston and neighboring Frontenac County, what they're doing is holding sessions for the public so that people can learn what is involved in the goat industry and specifically how do you become an actual producer. Overnight, you can become a producer.
I want to come and live in Kingston and get a goat. So is the intention then of the company to use local produce then in the making of this baby formula?
Well, one of the people I talked to in the course of doing this piece is Richard Allen. He manages economic development in Frontenac County. You know, I talked to him about that, and he says it's too early to say exactly what will be required. However, Alan says this is the time to start talking about creating a supply chain locally that would feed into this operation that's being established. I mean, a number of experts will be speaking during the sessions. People from Ontario Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Affairs, OMAFRA. I talked to Gillian Craig. She's a small ruminant specialist with OMAFRA, and what she said is that right now, there are 260 goat producers in Ontario. That's not a whole bunch. They're producing milk, but they cannot keep up with the demand. I talked to a longtime producer, Lloyd Wicks, and he says, same thing. I mean, it can't keep up with the demand. There's part of the reason is there's a growing community of people who are lactose intolerant, but they're able to drink goat's milk. So we hear more and more about that kind of thing. Wicks is going to attend one of those sessions later this month, and he says it's definitely a growth industry in Ontario. So, the new plant could bring some new opportunities to Eastern Ontario, and perhaps you'll be one of them, Susan.
Surely will, JC. It's early in the day, but this is already the best news story I've heard today.
Oh, glad to hear it. We do our best in Kingston.
Thank you very much indeed, JC.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
JC, our reporter in Kingston.